Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Yusef Scott. I want to welcome all of you to the sodarneasyforex movement. I'm thankful to have you guys here today. Those of you who are loyal to watching my videos, and those of you who are subscribed to my channel already, I thank you for being here. For those of you who are brand new to Forex, you're brand new to my channel, take this moment now and bookmark this page. Subscribe to this channel. That way, when I put out this content, you can receive it right away. All right. I'm sure that while you're here, you're going to be able to find a great reason to be here. Content that's quite invaluable and it's going to be worth your while. All right. Now, listen, I thought I would make this video today it's on a topic that I don't always talk about. For those of you who know me on a personal level or just a mentor level or friend level, you may know that I talk on these topics at times, but I don't always get deep into it because some people aren't ready for certain topics or things explained in a certain way. So I wanted to touch on this topic today because I think it's necessary. All right. And hopefully the way that I break it down, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. All right. So this video today is going to be about the subconscious, how the subconscious and how Forex relate. And then like the metaphysical side and just how I look at things, how I process everything when it comes to life, Forex, all that. All right. For starters, I want to tell you guys, um, when I started in Forex, I struggled. All right, I struggled, and that was the norm. I continued to struggle, and then I almost gave up. You guys heard the story. I almost gave up. I took time off and I just studied the charts, and then that's when I had my epiphany, and things just changed. Boom, and I started to look at the market differently. Okay, now when I decided to take on the position of teaching everyone as a whole, I knew that I had to captivate everyone, and I knew I needed to do things on a level where I could touch people from far and far away. All right. One of the things that I decided to do, because I know how people look at Forex. I know the Forex game. I know how people have. I know how Forex has gotten to this level. Most people, they believe that Forex is hard, is challenging. Some people, they even think that Forex is all a scam. You can never really make money, but that's not the truth. That's so far from the truth for a lot of people. There's a lot of people nowadays who are trading Forex, whether they're winning or losing. But years ago, it wasn't this case. There wasn't. You were probably asked someone, "Hey, what's Forex?" And 9 times out of 10, they wouldn't know. Nowadays, in your community, people are, and I'm talking about like online, people are trading all the time. I mean, there are different ways to trade, whether stocks, Forex, cryptocurrency, whatever it is, people are doing it. So because so many people are caught up in this mind frame, mindset that Forex is challenging, Forex is hard, I knew I had to deliver Forex from a more subconscious mental level. So I decided, because I believe that Forex is easy, I decided to name the movement the So Darn Easy Forex movement. All right, because everything is done from a mental. Once you control the mental, everything else will just, you're good. So deciding on the Sodarnezy Forex movement as the name has given people, and my goal was to get into the mental, get into the mind frame of people who come my way. If I can get people to believe and then say that Forex is easy, then the majority of the battle is done. All you have to do is put it into action. All right? Because I know that at one point I thought Forex was hard. I thought it was challenging. But it really wasn't. It's just that based on my experience at the moment, that was my experience. That's all I could base it off of. All right. Once I started to put things in action, I declared that I'm going to learn this. If it takes me all day, I'm going to learn this. That's when I decided to take action, when I decided to make it my mission to learn it, that's when things changed, because I accepted the change. All right. I realized that I needed to change how I looked at Forex. I needed a difference. So my decision to name it the Sodarneasyforex Forex movement, it's to get into the minds of everyone around. I want you over there, you back there. I want everyone to believe that trading Forex is really easy. It is. You just need to change your perspective. And that's the problem with the Forex community. Most people believe that Forex it's impossible to trade and make money. That's so far from the truth. See, a lot of people are caught up in the matrix of with their thinking and how things are, because they're programmed into thinking that everything is challenging, everything is hard. Oh, you'll never be able to do that. You don't have enough money to do that. You're not smart enough to do that. That's just what they say when they want to control your mind. If you can be free, meaning not incarcerated, but you can be locked up because your thinking is so backwards. That is just like you being in a jail cell. While the person in the jail cell, his mind is free because he's taken his mind outside of his reality. All right, he's not living in that jail cell. He's thinking outside of the box, so to speak, if you guys get what I'm saying. So when you open your mind to a new way, that's when things start to just turn for you. And that's why everything is done for a reason. That's something that I echo. It's funny, but I get students, and I don't mind. Some students, they call me Morpheus. Some people, some students, they may say that I'm the Jedi. It's certain things that I like to, like in my training. I believe that everything happens for a reason. I believe that whatever it is that you want to learn, whatever it is that you want, you're within hand's reach of it. You are your worst enemy in terms of you achieving your goals. If you continue to say that something is this way, then so it shall be, because you're saying it. And if saying is believing, so if you say it, you must believe it. So you need to change what you say, change what you think, and you need to put action behind the things that you want, the things that you think. And then if you say that it's going to be challenging, if you say it's hard, it's complicated, then it's going to be that way, because that's what you believe. And the weird thing is, or really how it is when the change happens, if you're so caught up in your belief that it's some way, you won't even notice a change. You can't even notice opportunities in the market because you're so caught up on it being challenging. And that's why I keep telling myself that trading Forex is really easy. And it's not that I don't believe it, so I'm telling myself so I can believe it. It's because I'm living it. I can go into the market and find opportunities, and I can trade on these opportunities each and every day. I find opportunities all the time, but I don't trade on all of them. I pick and choose. I handpick the ones that I want to trade. The most probable ones, I'm going to trade those. So if you're trying to change if you're trying to change your perspective on Forex, you need to put some action behind it. And first off, if you're telling yourself that Forex is hard, like, oh man, it's so hard, you need to change that. It isn't hard. It's just your perspective. Your experience up to this point hasn't allowed you to see the market beyond You know, think about it. If you're in the woods, you can only see the woods as far as the trees in front of you. You can't see through the woods. Once you get through it, once you clear your mind and you clear what's in front of you, then that's when you get to see how open and how vast it is. Wow, I never imagined this. It could be so easy. And that's where I am, and that's where I'm taking my students, because I know that there are tons of books. I can show you guys my library of books here. I have a few books behind me, and I own one Forex trading book. And that book, I've read the book, but it's just a lot of information that's I don't even consider. Honestly, it was a waste of money, to be honest. And this is not to say that there are authors out there who are just it's not to say anything really negative. It's just my opinion, my perspective is that a lot of what's put inside of these books are just regurgitated. When I first got into real estate, I would go to I was a seminar hopper. I would go from one seminar to the next, and I would leave with these pamphlets, a whole bunch of pamphlets, box full of material. I paid a couple $100 here, a couple $100 there, close to $1,000 here, whatever it was, whatever the price point was at that time. I would pay this money because I felt like, okay, this guy, he must know something. I see him on TV. He must know something. He's always on infomercials. He must know something. But yet, when I go to the seminar, it's the same thing. I would get information that's regurgitated. Oh, I've seen this, and see, you get all this information, and then you don't know where to start, because you feel overwhelmed, because your goal is to do what? Is to make some money, generate money, but you have all this information that you can probably find in circulated all over, and a lot of times that is the case, and that's why I go against the grain. I don't train my students. I don't trade how everyone else. I don't look at the market how everyone else does. I do things totally different. My discipline is totally different from a lot of people online training on Forex. I do things differently. I don't care about what someone else is doing. I don't worry about that. I'm not on anyone. I'm not following anyone who's training. That's not my thing. I focus on what I know to be true and based on what my eyes are telling me, because that's as far as I can throw it. I can't see it as far as where my eyes are going to allow me to see. So I just want to let you guys know, with when you're dealing with Forex and you're dealing with the subconscious, the mental, you have to control that. You have to know that, and believe that you can learn this and you will learn this. Think about it. As simple as this. When you first got on your job, for those of you who may have been at your place of employment for a couple years, if you were unfamiliar with their process of productivity, it may have been a little overwhelming for you, and you may have looked at things a little daunting. It may have been daunting, like, man, I don't think I'm going to get this. But over time, you saw the progress. You saw that, oh, it's not that bad, man. I've been doing this. Come on, let me show you. And now it's something that is just repetitive. It's just normal motion, and you're just going through this constant motion, because that's just the way that it is. You don't even have to think about it. You just know when you get out of bed, you get on your knees. If this is what you do, you say a prayer. You go and you take care of your hygiene. Whatever it is that you do, it's a constant thing. You do the same thing over and over. It's a certain discipline that you practice. So when you start to apply that to your entire life, it makes things a lot easier. You start to change your thinking. You start to see things from a positive perspective. You're more optimistic, and I believe that anything that I want to do, I can have it. I can achieve that. I can achieve it. If there are any hangups that I have, is because I've chose to have those hangups. It's not, I'm not going to blame anyone else. It's on me. So I hope that this message has come across as positive and not weird. Some people, when you start talking about subconscious and start talking about the metaphysical side of things and just the mental side, and some people, they shy away from it. They don't really comprehend, because, and it's cool because some people, they only see things a certain way, and that's fine. It's totally fine. But even myself, I wasn't aware of certain things at some point. And once I started to look at things from a deeper standpoint, it gave me the clarity that I have today. And now I see things in a different mind, in a different mindset, a different mind frame. I have a different mind frame on a lot of topics, which it helps me. It allows me to train people from all walks of life, all across the world. So having that confidence to say that, hey, listen, your opinion is your opinion. It's your opinion. You're not wrong for your opinion. You're right, because that's all you know. But when you open your mind, when you open your eyes and your mind to a different way, you start to see things differently. Now your perspective has broadened. You've opened yourself up to a different way, a different take on that particular topic. And like I said, it's nothing wrong with how you look at things. Nothing. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you guys a quick demonstration. I'll give you guys a quick little demonstration. I'm going to do something for you guys. All right. Now, this demonstration, I'm going to hold up a card. All right. And I'm going to hold up this card, and I want you guys to, this is my little demonstration that I want you guys to think about for a second. Okay. When I hold up this card, you're going to be able to see something. I'm going to hold the card up, and what it's the same card. All right. It's, matter of fact, it's one card. I'm going to hold it up, and I want you to read what's on. It's one card, but I want you to read what's on your side, and I'm going to read what's on my side. Totally different, but I'm going to show you something. What is it that you see? I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm not quite sure. But on my side, it says, I am a winner. And on your side, it says, I am a loser. You see that? I don't know if you see that. Okay? It says, I am a loser on your side. On my side, it says, I am a winner. Okay? Now, if someone said, okay, Mike, Janet, Jacqueline, Randy, what is it that you see? You tell me what it is that you see. And what I see, or what he or she may say is, well, I see that I'm a winner. And you may say, well, I see that I'm a loser. What is it that you're reading? I am a loser. And I'm reading that I am a winner. All right? It's all based on what it is that you see. All right? And when you learn to change what it is that you see, it starts to click like, wow. It's not that you're wrong or I'm wrong. I'm telling you, you asked the question, I'm telling you what it is that I see. I see that I am a winner. And you happen to see I'm a loser. No, you're not a loser. Well, that's what it says. You asked me, so, a lot of times, just take this as positive advice. Your perspective isn't wrong. It's only based on what it is that you see. All right? And that's all it is. It's all that you can see. That's all it's based on. And just try to change it. All right? Work to change it. And that's pretty much it. You know, hopefully with this video, you guys will see when I get into my training sessions, I train my students on a very logical from a logical and technical standpoint. I'm not going to get into all this, hey, pull out this indicator and that indicator, because this dear life that we live in, everything is based on numbers. Everything is based on, you know, everything that you look at is based on a number. And when you comprehend numbers, then everything else, everything is played off of that. All right. When you learn to understand certain things and be open to certain ways of looking at topics, it's going to change your belief. All right. So, and this is the level of training that and it's funny because I feel like, I mean, I know that I train my students on Forex, but I feel like I give my students like a personal development. Like I'm giving them personal development Forex training. I hit from different angles so that everyone can be captivated in learning something. And I show my students these things from a standpoint where it's very relatable to real life. All right, you're not going to be bored. You know, you're going to be entertained, and it's going to make you think like, wow, like that was pretty clever with, you know, with how he broached that topic, how he brought it up. It was like amazing. And if for you guys who watch me on Instagram and Facebook, you know what I'm talking about. I touch on these topics, and that's how I break things down. That's just, I got to keep things simple. You know, I don't want to be challenged. I want to keep things simple. All right. So hopefully you guys have learned something from me, learned something about me. Hopefully you learned something about Forex. Hopefully you looked at things from a different perspective. And hopefully you're open to accepting other people's perspectives, because just because they have a different take on a topic that might interest you, it doesn't mean that they're wrong. It's based on what they know to be true. All right. And what you know to be true doesn't make what they know to be true doesn't make you wrong either. We're all basing our perspective on as far as we can see it, as far as our experiences have brought us. So don't take offense to anyone's opinion, because we all have them. All right. You guys have a fantastic day. My name is Yusef Scott, the one and only. All right. You guys have a blessed day. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.